I'm Brennan Collier from DHVM. I'm here at the Forge talking to Sonya about financial counseling.
Hi, how are you? Good. All right, so you're here to discuss your next step of college planning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So the first thing you always want to do is make sure that you are familiar with the FAFSA. This is the federal government form where they look to analyzing the support you would need to cover your next step of the undergrad, grad, whatever the case may be. Now, because you're still young, you're going to go through, and part of this application naturally includes your information. Your name, address, social security number, your date of birth, things of that nature, and it also includes your parents' information. Because in determining your financial aid package, they need to understand like your income, your parents' income, and whoever claim you as a dependent. Now they're gonna ask for the information per their W-2s, 1099s, or everything else. But then they're also going to do they're going to pull a tax transcript. So once your parents file their return this year, they're going to verify that information based on that tax transcript. And then they'll put together that package. That package will include some grants. It also includes some subsidized and unsubsidized loans.
What is the difference between subsidized and unsubsidized?
So the subsidized and unsubsidized loan is a part of that package that the federal government puts together as a part of your financial aid. And basically the two differences are when it accrues interest. So with the subsidized loan, it does not accrue any interest while you're in school. And after you graduate, 6 months after, it's going to accept payment, and that's when the interest will start accruing at that point in time. Unsubsidized loan, it accrues interest while you're in school, but no payment again is going to be required until at 6 months after you've graduated. Now, one thing also to keep in mind, let's say you complete your undergrad and now you're going on to grad school, but your financial aid package is now going to be on hold again while you complete your studies. So your payment will be on what's called a forbearance. So you're not going to be expected to make a payment because you're in school. But guess what? The interest is still accruing. Okay? So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're analyzing your financial aid options. Now, the greatest thing to do is to review scholarship opportunities. There are many different ways. Some schools have scholarships that you could apply for, and some organizations have scholarships as well that could help you with covering those financial bills. Like ROTC, exactly.
I'm an ROTC and I'm interested in going to the Naval Academy, but I'm also looking into in out-of-state colleges. What is the best option for financial aid?
So you're going to get the most aid for your in-state public universities, right? This could be your UMBC or your Towson or a lot of those major public institutions. The private institutions usually are not financial aid is really, you're going to pay a lot more to attend those universities. And then the out-of-state tuition versus the in-state tuition typically does cost a bit more as well. So it really, once you complete your FAFSA, they will have, and the name escapes me, but it's a component like your EFC, expected family contribution. And once they get that dollar amount there, that's typically what your financial aid would cover above towards your package, okay? So depending on where your EFC falls, you really want to make sure that you're staying within range because you don't want that financial burden to happen to your family. You and your family too.
What grade do you start applying?
You typically start applying your junior year in high school. Now, when you submit the application, if you know by that point in time the colleges that you are interested in, you can list your preferences on this application too. So that is a great time to your sophomore year is a great time to start reviewing colleges and understanding, the cultures, what you may want to study. And then the career aspirations afterwards with those degrees too, just to give you an understanding as to what's going to be expected of you while you're studying for those courses.
I am interested in some colleges for after the Naval Academy, but if I get a scholarship and I could apply to this now and it would help me even after. Yeah?
Just whether you apply for it now.
Yeah, if I apply for it now, it will still.
Well, that's based on the scholarship team. So usually
It's through UMBC.
Right. So their application will let you know the time limit, whether there's a delay in which it can be used, whether you can take a gap year or whatever your next aspirations. Like if you need to attend the Naval Academy, then once you're finished there, you want to resume your college studies. You want that to be understood by the scholarship team, because if it's not used,
let no one do.
No, not scholarships is different than this. So this you can use. This is for the school year. So even if you, let's say for instance, this is for the 2023-2024 school year. Let's say you're not going in the fall, but you're going to start in the spring or even in the summer. This application is still good. Now, what's going to happen is in 2023, you're going to have to apply for the next year, because your EFC, your expected family contribution, may change, right? So we have to go through and put all of the income information in for you as well as your parents and find out what that new package would look like. Scholarships now. Scholarships is different from this. Scholarship does not come from the federal government. It comes from different organizations or even the school. So whatever school that you're interested in, go to their website and see whether a lot of these degree programs have scholarships. So find out what those scholarships are, and then also how you can apply, or whether you're even eligible for them. And one thing also to keep in mind with scholarships is that that's something you have to do, just like with this, something you have to do every year. So even as you're a junior or senior in college, you're going to have to apply for those scholarships, and those requirements may change.
I have a part-time job and it's tax season. How do I file my tax returns?
You can actually bring it here to us. Starting on February the 6th, we will be filing federal and state returns for free for all households who make less than $60,000. So if you made less than $60,000 last year, bring all of your tax documents, your W-2s, your ID, your bank information for the refund, and you would schedule an appointment and we would file it for you here. You also want to bring your parents with you too, because guess what? Their information is needed on this form as well. So if anyone in the household made less than $60,000 last year, they can file their return here at Dundalk Renaissance for free. All right, so here are your forms you would need to complete your FAFSA application.
Thank you. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Good luck.
Thanks.